Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. How are you doing today? I am your party artist. My name is Kim Overholt and I'm here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, where I'm here to help you become a better artist. Well, at least help you in the way of being an artist in the Niagara area with signs, designs, logos. For over 30 years, I have the stories to back it up, and I have a lot of fun doing what I do. And I wanted to share my fun with you, uh, telling you stories of great things that I've done over in the past and some things that I'm working on for the future and some other things that, happenstance and that kind of thing that happen along the way. And I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a good day. It is Wednesday. Things are now a little bit better than they were the day before, and my hair is looking great. I put it up into a nice bun in the back. How do you like it? Does it look nice? Yes, I am ready for today, and I am completely stylish. Yes, I'm getting ready to go to my job that I'm doing when I'm not here. So I started a little bit early today, and I love dressing up. I'm really tired of dressing down and not feeling my best. When I dress up, I feel great. The only thing missing right now is my lipstick, and I can do that no problem. When I'm done with this, I can go do that no problem. And I'm thinking maybe of using a different color today. What color should I wear? I'm wearing grays today. Would you like to see my outfit? It looks really nice. Hold on. Back this up a little bit. I got water on my desk, so I have to be careful I don't knock over the water. Okay, so this is my outfit for today. Ta-da. This way. No, that way. No, this way. Ta-da. I'm wearing gray slacks and black pants. I mean, gray pants and a black belt, and I got like a little brooch on the side here. I don't usually wear brooches and stuff like that, but because I get to dress up for my job, I like dressing up with a little bit of extra little flares and stuff like that. So I love this brooch. This brooch actually was given to me by somebody because they said, "Oh, it'll look better on you than it would me." I'm like, "Really?" I had it on my purse for a while, but I guess pins are coming back. Pins are like one of the big styles. So I thought I'd start with like just maybe one, and maybe I'll progress to maybe doing something on the other side here. I was thinking maybe doing it on that side, but I like it on this side. And this side I can put things closer to my heart. So maybe I'll make a little heart there. I also have I've got other brooches. I'm a big brooch collector. I also have like a music shape one. I have other ones, but yeah, I can't think of them off the top of my head at the moment. So, anyways, I want to say good morning to you properly. So, cheers, everybody. Here's to it and from it and to it again, because we never know when we'll be here to do it again. So, cheers. 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 Yes, my drink of choice today is just coffee. It's just coffee with some cream. I love to one day not have to have very much caffeine either. I'm slowly weaning myself off of chocolate, and I'm slowly weaning myself off of having anything that has anything addictive in it. Now, getting over weed is going to be a tough one, but I'm sure with the right person to help me out with that too, I'm sure I could get over that as well. But I don't want to. But that's an addiction. Chocolate is an addiction. Sugar is an addiction. Brad Pitt is an addiction. I'm sorry, and it just it just continues. And I've got to learn to just discipline myself. That's the word I was looking for. Learn to discipline myself, and I've been good in the past. I mean, I only have one tattoo. The urge once you get a tattoo is to want to get more tattoos, and I've been very good at not getting any more tattoos. Although there are some beautiful ones out there, and I've made a few beautiful ones myself. I just one's enough, and I only have one major piercing now. I used to have a few. I do have my ears. My ears are still pierced, but I got those back when I was like I don't know, 8 years old or something. Yeah, like back when it got popular. Everybody had their you know, get your ears pierced when you were a kid, right? And this is just like a little hook on thing. This is so cool. I love it, and people compliment me on the time, and it goes really well with with that. See, stylish. I'm trying to be stylish, and I'm getting up in age, so I want to look good. I don't want to look like trash. I'm not white trash, as though I was born in a bad part of town, and had a rough start in the childhood. But whatever. That doesn't make me white trash. It does make me a little bit more street savvy than most, I'm sure. So I do know a few things, and what I don't know, I can guess the rest. So yeah, and over the years, I think about the way things have progressed with art, and how things have changed over the years. Um, with having art on your body. That's one thing that you don't see very often. It's very beautiful for those who do it, and those who have it on them, who it has meaning for them. That's great. Um, I only wanted one. I only wanted one tattoo, and the piercing I got. Um, Here's a story. I used to go rock climbing, so oh, that reminds me, I got to find my harness. But anyways, I used to go rock climbing, and I used to like I got my belly button pierced the first time. See, and when I went rock climbing the one time, my belly button, yeah, he's not gonna like this. My belly button ring got caught in my harness. Yeah, it was very painful, very painful. I removed it, put it that way, because it was just starting to heal really well too, and then I ripped it, and then it was bad, it was bad, and then I removed it. And later on, I got it re-pierced. So you do see a scar. There's a scar on my belly button where the old one was, and my new one. My new one has been there next to forever too. I think I got it back in 2000 or something, 2001 or something. I can't remember. It's been so long. Oh, the fun I've had. Oh, you know what? My sister asked me the other day. She said, you should write down all the places that you've worked in or worked at that through the course of your artistic career. And I'm like, yeah, I've worked in a lot of different places, and it's just to boost my art and to push it a little bit further. And I don't know if it works for you, but if it's something that maybe you might want to work on yourself to get into different places where they might want your art, that kind of thing is kind of important. I haven't had a chance yet, but now that times are getting a little bit, I got some time on my hands. I gotta go. I'm gonna be approaching a couple art galleries and seeing if they want to post my art there. As you can see behind me over here, I got my Neil Peart, and I have some other artwork and stuff like that. And I do face painting, and I enjoy, my latest over here. Yeah, over here, trying to figure out what to put on it. It needs something more, but I've been asking a few people what they see in it, and nobody's saying. Somebody said bird, and so I think I see a tree branch. I can see almost like a tree branch, perhaps here, but there's still. It needs something. Like I want to make it kind of fantasy like. So I'll show you the whole thing if I can. It's huge. So it's like that, and then it goes down to like that there. So, oh, and if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website, kimwarhol.com. Yes, and like I tell everybody, if you want to get good at something, practice, lots of practice. Yeah, you see all this stuff behind me. One day somebody's going to buy it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'll just buy it, and then maybe everybody else will go, "Hey, her stuff is nice. Let's buy it up." I'll have NFTs going off like crazy, right? Non fungy somethings. Yeah, what the hell is that? You know what I call art. And if you want a piece of my art, you just kind of gotta contact me and tell me what you want, and I will do it for you. It's really friggin' simple. I don't know what this NFT bullshit is. Just like the artists. Some of the artists are like, "Oh yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it." And some of them are like, "Do you know about that? Don't even know. You don't want to." And so it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. You know what? I'm an artist in the Niagara area, doing signs, designs, logos, cartoons, comics, caricatures. I even do some music too. I got all kinds of songs and stuff that I love to do. Gets me in trouble, but I know I appreciate trouble. I used to tell my cousin when I was, my cousin always used to go looking for trouble. And I said, don't go looking for it because one day it finds you. And unfortunately, like I say, it didn't. God rest his soul. He was a good man, but you go looking for something that's not good, you might find it. And if you go looking for something that's good, you might find it too. You never know. Me, I have not been lucky. I wanted to work for Disney, and let me just fix my hair for a second here. Look at me, I'm already starting. I'm like, okay, this is. Uh, I wanted to work for Disney back in the past, be one of their artists and stuff. But then I realized, when I was working in a factory, it's like almost the same goddamn thing. You're in a cubicle with a whole bunch of other people, and you're doing, or yeah, you're like telemarketers. You're just sitting in a cubicle doing this instead of doing this. Hi, can I interest you in some windows? Hi, can I interest you in some pantyhose? Hi, could I interest you in fixing your computer? What's wrong? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yeah, I've run the gamut of all kinds of different jobs that I've had, but all to just maintain the fact of being an artist and doing what I do. I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I didn't have a job, honestly. And the jobs I've had, let me tell you. Let me see. Let me run you a little gamut of what some of the things that I've done. Okay. So I started, I was thinking about this the other day too. I started babysitting when I was probably about, 12, maybe 12, yeah. 14, 13, 4, yeah. And then 14, 15, started being put out to farm. Yeah. In the summertime, I used to go strawberry picking, cherry picking. I was going to get into peaches, but I heard about peaches being like not good to do, and you get the fuzz all over you, and it's like you get itchy and stuff, and I'm not good with itchy. So, so I didn't get into to that. So I did like, okay, so 15 to about 16, 17 years old, I was on a farm. And then 18, I think that's when I was at Wendy's. I worked at Wendy's when they had the salad bar, and they had everything like out and on display where you could like pick whatever salad bar, like you could have whatever you wanted, kind of thing. And it was actually really nice. And they had the sunrooms and everything like that. So I worked there back when it was like that. I can still remember the smell of ironing my uniform, and the smell of burgers cooking, and the smell of that kitchen. There's a smell, and of course there was the potato oven. Everybody used to get their arms burnt on, of course. And if you if you ever worked for Wendy's, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So okay, so there's that. So I worked for Wendy's, and then I went to college. I got myself up enough money to go to college. So yeah, I saved up my money, went to college. First year, I wanted to be in animation. I didn't make it, but I did make it into art fundamentals. So first year, I was doing art fundamentals, and I spent most of my time when I was, like, I made up enough money. That's funny that I could actually live at a place and pay monthly, which was like really, really cheap, really, really cheap. And it was a room, but you get to know people, and they let you into their lives, and they're great people that I lived with in college. Was really, really helped me change my life into who I am today. And I appreciate that too, because, being raised without, well, I mean, you're raised by people that you love, and it's not necessarily your mom and dad, and sometimes it's other people that can give you insight into maybe something that you don't know about. So not only did I learn from everybody around me when I was at home, but when I went to college, I also learned from everybody that I learned there, and I continue to learn. But okay, so in college, I worked a little while in a factory. It was a very simple factory job, but I ended up, I made enough money to make my second year and went to Sheridan again. I took classical animation, they had the teacher strike, which happened and really ruined my chances because we were right in that crucial part where I'm trying to make my own films. But I guess if I would have just been able to keep the money and continue, make more money and continue, I would have been able to make it to Disney. But I didn't, and unfortunately, I had to come home. And one of the things about coming home is like you bounce around from different places until you find your own place. So I was working different jobs. I used to work doing cleaning up after fires. And then I was working for a while at a convenience store in downtown St. Catharines. And then I was working in a factory for a good 4 years. And that's probably my longest stint at a job up until I got into paint nights, which paint nights was a few years too. I was doing paint nights for a few years. But okay, so I did that for a while. I did the factory job for a while, decided to go and upgrade my skills. So I uh, went back to school through an education program through unemployment and got my I got honors. Hello, people contact me. I had honors in art, no, not art, sorry, in math, um, office, like being managerial. I can do that. And accounts payable, accounts receivable. I was doing that for a while. And then I started getting into temp services, doing office things like being reception, doing data entry, doing all kinds of stuff where it evolved more into being in an office more per se. After the office thing, oh, after 2001, when the World Trade Centers got destroyed, I decided, this job that I'm doing. I mean, when I think of those people who just came to do their job one day and didn't make it home, I'm like, is this the job that I want to be doing for the rest of my life? And here I was in an office where it was more had no windows. It had tons of books around me. I was basically in a book closet with a desk in there, and yeah, and I was thinking to myself, "Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life?" And I'm like, "No, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life." Um, I I was still doing art at the same time too, so I was just starting to do my websites and stuff like that too. So I was getting into web design, and I got into um, we got into doing magic shows and stuff like that, like being out in the public and stuff like that. Like 2004, started doing magic shows and things like that, and that was actually kind of fun, getting more out in front of the public. Now I still have to work, like I still had to do those jobs but doing things that were not normal made me feel good. So I love doing things that are not the normal jobs. And so once Kijiji came along. Kijiji, I could say that if I could have a nickname, my nickname would have been Kijiji Kim because I found a lot of different jobs when I started looking on the internet for because I was done with having like the regular 9 to 5 job. I wanted something different. So I decided I would try mascot. I tried like other art forms. I did the paint night thing that was through Kijiji. I've done like I found other work like being reception in other places. And let's see, after the whole art thing that when I've been going through, like this is just so I have to get into the galleries. I've kind of let it go and I've been having fun with it, but I have to kind of get it all back to showing. I'm a teacher. I actually through Grumbacher, which is like one of the art um, manufacturers, I got extra training and I started doing. This is how I started doing paint nights too. I was hired by Michaels to do their paint. Um, shops, that they're paint programs. So I can teach people how to do landscapes, seascapes, still lives, and floral. And I also know abstract, and I know how to do cartooning, and I'm pretty good at doing caricatures. I've done Kimmy the Clown. Kimmy Clown is started in 2006, and I was doing face painting because I wanted to incorporate everything that I was kind of doing into one little thing, and Kimmy the Clown was it. So from 2006 till 2000, 2019, my 50th birthday. On my 50th birthday, I put Kimmy the Clown to rest because there's things going on in the world that really, like, they really did stuff where, like, pushing forward with my art has made it very, very difficult. So with the, because my art became very public and I was doing things with people, and now I'm finding I'm like backstepping because now I realize that I had to put more out there to have more people coming to me to get more art. So this is the steps that I'm working towards now. So where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I'm hoping more galleries. I'm hoping maybe to expand. I'm hoping that maybe I can even get into LA because I went to LA back in 2007, and I went to a few really excellent galleries, and a few places that I went to, they had some very special things there. And a lot of the stuff that they were showing, it's like, I can do that. I know how to do that. When I was teaching people how to paint and stuff, like, they can do that. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science. And and doing office work is not rocket science. It's just a matter of, well, practice. It's a matter of practice. KimOverholt.com. It's a matter of practice. You do something enough, you become good at it, and you keep doing it. You may even become a master at it. I've been doing Elevate, this game that I play on my phone. I've been playing Elevate now for over a year. Okay, I'm doing it as an experiment for myself to see if things improve, or what if it has helped me with my vocabulary, if it has helped me with my math skills. What do you think? Do you think that I've been doing okay from what you've seen? If for you guys who've been following me, and I know you've been following me for a while now, what do you think? Do you think my math skills have improved? Do you think through these years of doing all these jobs, do you think that I have something to show for it? Do you think that there's something that I've got that maybe somebody else out there would like pay big money for? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm after. I just want to do art. I just want to do art, and I want to get my stories out there. I want to be a director of movies. I have some great. You want to talk documentaries? I got documentaries that will like floor you, from people that I know, and people that I've known in the past, and all the things that that have happened, and things in my life that I think maybe other people could find fascinating. Maybe people would find it completely boring and dull, but one man's junk is another man's treasure, as they say. Yes, I know that the corny things always come up, and they always have some kind of pertinence, don't they? It's true. I could talk about this for freaking hours. But cheers. I need a sip every once in a while too. Cheers. Good to the last drop. Yes, that's my coffee. Yes. So, I very much appreciate you guys sticking around for a wacky Wednesday. And I hope you like my look. Today is a day where I go and I try to impress people. I hope I did good yesterday. There's a lady who had a privilege card, and I gave her, I think, the proper amounts off. But I'll go find out today if I did a good job. I have to watch a little bit more. See, I am like I follow people's lead, and I usually can do pretty good to mimic. You know what? I even mimic other artists. So if you want anything, mimic like well, I'm going to say any artist's name, but if you have an artist in mind that you think I could do a replica of something that they do, let me know in the comments below. I'm one of those people. Oh, and yeah, that reminds me of a book that I read called Imaging, where there was an artist too who would go between worlds, but he was also a guy who could imitate other artists, and they didn't know that there was actually some fakes in some actual real galleries. And you know what? When I think about it, there could actually be a lot of fakes out there posing as the real deal. So I can paint you something similar to the real deal, and later on they can dig it up in an archival find and say, "Well, how did it get here?" I'll be like, "Well, it's got to mimic." You know what? I will. I have these names that I call myself, and that's one of the things that I like to do. I call myself an artist, and that I can actually do stuff like that. Yeah, and I have fun with it. Yeah. And you know what? I have other skills. I have other skills too. Like I'm not just a pretty face. This is genetics, okay? I can't help what I got, and if I, you know what? And it's funny because I always tell people don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you can look at a person, and you may go, "Oh," but judge don't judge by what they look like. Get to know who the person is first, and then judge for yourself. Sometimes you think you look at a person and go, "Oh wow," I think, but you dig a little deeper, and sometimes what you think is not what you get, and sometimes it's more than you expected. And sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut about a lot of things, because if you say too much about something, you could end up getting yourself in a lot of trouble because you're always being watched by everybody. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like to be goofy because everybody's all conspiracy theorists and blah blah blah. Just have a good time. Don't let everybody just get the best of you. Just you be you, I'll be me. We try to be the best that we can. But what don't forget what happened. Don't forget what they did. Like don't think that, this is all going to just wash away and everything's just going to go back to normal, because from the years ever since 2001 when those planes hit the building, things have not been the same, honest to God. And I think that was a wake up call even back then. I think that those of you who even survived 2003 should be having a wake up call when the power went out. Something, they have the element of time on their hands, and this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize, is that these people already know what they're up to, and you're in none of their plans. And my job is to kind of tell them, hey, I know you're out there. You know, me and Brad Pitt were like this, and this is me over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the Brad Pitt thing. Yes, yes, I know. Yes, I am. It is. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that it just happened, and it. I don't know how to stop it, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate Brad Pitt as an actor. I think he's a great actor, and I think that it's great that he has a good sense of humor, and then I hope that he finds all the peace and love and tranquility that he needs in his life. And I hope we all find that love and peace and tranquility in our lives that we are all hoping for. Honestly, I'm looking for peace and tranquility. Maybe in my painting I can find peace and tranquility. Maybe that's why I do paint, is to find peace and tranquility in a crazy world of unknowns. Because who knows? Like they say, you could never know what tomorrow brings. And being that it's Wacky Wednesday, and I've almost stayed a half an hour here just talking your ear off, I should take off. And with that, I say thank you very much for tuning in. And like I say, if you have any ideas what you want to see in this painting, let me know in the comments below. If you want to talk about anything I've said today, let me know in the comments below, please. What I really appreciate is feedback. And Friday is Feedback Friday. Now we still have tomorrow, which is Entertainment Thursday, and I don't know what's going on, but I will be here and I will entertain you then. Okay? Okay. In the meantime, we got the old tunes, the new tunes, the show tunes, the blue tunes, the greatest music in town, but we never play it. And on that note, thank you very much, George Carlin, and peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say.